Good evening. The battle lines have been drawn in Moose Jaw. Money is the source of a lot of unhappiness over a decision by City Council to spend $62 million on a multiplex facility in the city's downtown. The plan was approved by city councilors at a meeting last night, despite fierce opposition and emotional outbursts. Much of the controversy surrounding the decision centers on the cost of the facility, which has almost doubled in just the past couple of years. Under the plan, Moose Jaw taxpayers will finance $34 million worth of the total cost through a tax hike. That's $19 million more than was approved by taxpayers during a 2007 referendum on the issue. $10 million more in funding will be achieved through a corporate fundraising campaign, and $17 million will be supplied by grants from the provincial and federal governments. The decision to move forward on the issue comes 2 weeks after the WHL requested the city enter into a binding contract to ensure the long-awaited facility actually gets built. The WHL threatened to pull the Warriors out of the city by the 2009 season if facility upgrades weren't made. Global's Jennifer Cartwright now on what this controversial project will look like and how it stands to impact the entire city.
You're a joke. You're embarrassing.
Bitter debate, personal attacks, and even a brief physical altercation, all over a multi-million-dollar plan to build a multiplex.
Time's up. Time's up. Move out of town.
But when push came to shove, and it did, 4 of 6 councillors present approved a nearly 10% tax hike to help finance the building of the $62 million facility.
Anyone in Saskatchewan, particularly anyone involved with municipalities in Saskatchewan, will realize that the escalation in construction cost has gotten completely out of control, and the reality is the longer you wait, the more unaffordable it becomes right now.
I believe it was affordable 3 years ago, and I'm not as convinced right now that we can afford a $62 million project on paper, because it's not going to be that when it's done. It'll be more than that.
The multiplex will be built on 2 different sites. The largest and main area will be located in the downtown between 1st and 2nd Avenue. The second site will be a few blocks away on High Street and will consist of upgraded soccer facilities. The design of the main multiplex will be similar to this arena in Chilliwack, BC. It includes 4,500 seats, 8 curling sheets, but only 200 parking spots. The rink will also be the new home of the Warriors hockey team, a team the WHL threatened to pull from the city if facility upgrades weren't made. Still, there are those who say a hockey team is not worth this much controversy or money. Margaret Morin says some people can't handle the tax hike.
Excluding a greater portion of the society to benefit a smaller portion?
There is no completion date listed in the plan handed out at the City Council meeting last night, but now councillors will begin the task of hiring a project manager to get the project underway. Expect shovels in the ground by next spring at the latest. Jennifer Cartwright, Global News, Moose Jaw.
We did contact the WHL today for a reaction to the Moose Jaw multiplex decision. A written statement from the league is expected later tonight.